Hey, y'all. It's Kasey from Pzazz. We are back. This has been a while since we've gone live doing some fun stuff for you. I was just talking to Kaylee earlier today, and we looked at the calendar, and because of vacations and holidays and kids being out of school for COVID, my kids have only been in school 4 days out of this whole month, plus when you look at like the 2 weeks of vacation from Christmas, it's about 4 days out of the past 6 weeks. So because of that, life has been a little crazy, but a little out of rhythm. So we got out of doing some of our fun lives, but we are back at it, y'all. You should be seeing us live just about every day. That is our goal, is to go live every day, showing you some fun stuff, showing you what's going on in the studio, inspiring you to get out some supplies and just create. So whether it's us showing you fun ideas, tutorials, step-by-steps, all the fun stuff. So if you are not on our text list and you want to be, so you get notified when we go live, just text the word hey to 1-334-249-1818, and that will put you on our text list so that you can know. All right, so today I'm going to show you a fun, quick little Valentine. We have been doing some 30-second videos. If you will look wherever you're looking, or on our Instagram page, our TikTok, our Facebook, we have done a lot of fun lettering reels, 30 seconds, that gives you some ideas. We're going to take some of our most popular reels and we're going to break it down step by step so that you get a little more than just 30 seconds. So today I'm going to do one that we did last week that is just a fun heart with washable markers. We're going to be using Crayola super tip markers and a little bit of washi tape. I'm going to go over everything and show you step by step how to do it. This is fun for all ages. Kids, teenagers, adults, everybody. All right, so here are my supplies. I've got watercolor paper. You do need watercolor paper for this technique. I'll show you the pad that I use all the time. I like to get the Canson watercolor pad. You get 30 in one pad, so you can cut this in half. You can use the whole sheets. You can do however. All right, so I've got my watercolor paper. I've got pencil, washi tape. Where did all my markers go that I just had in my hand? Seriously. All right, maybe these are them. We've got some Crayola, super tips. It can be, I like the big fat Crayolas too, but these were the ones that I had right here on hand, were my super tips, something that is water soluble. I've also got a couple of the Crayola Take Note permanent markers. I do want some permanent markers too for a part of this. And then off to the side, I've got a cup of water and a brush. All right, so that is that. Morning, y'all. Hey, Olga and Nancy and Kimberly and Tracy. Glad y'all are here this morning. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm going to start with just a light sketch of a heart for this Valentine. All right, so just a light sketch of a heart. I do kind of want it big so that I've got room to do all the fun. All right, so I've got my heart sketched on there. Then I'm going to take my washi tape and I'm going to go at an angle with this, just kind of like this. Later on, I'm going to turn this into an arrow. You can do that or you don't have to do it. Your call there. I may make another one just so it's a little bit thicker. Just like this. All right. Hey, Barbara and Stacy. Glad y'all are here this morning. I was just saying, we are getting back into the routine of doing more of our lives. It's been too long. We've been out of routine with all vacation and sickness and everything else. Okay. So now I'm just going to start adding fun color on there. So I'm going to grab some yellow. I'm just scribbling. That's what's so fun about this. Just scribble. I like this color pink. I had to kind of test a few on a piece of paper to find the colors that I love, but Pam, I see Pam says hello. I get to join in since daycare is closed all week. I'm sorry the daycare is closed. I know you are hoping for that not to be so, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I feel you. This is our first day back in several days. All right, so got a little scribble there. Gonna get some red. Scribble it in. And then I'm going to take this kind of this aqua, and I don't want to put this everywhere, but I may just kind of put it over on the left side. And again, you may have seen this in some of our reels, but we are taking our most popular reels and breaking them down so you can see it a little slower, so you can hear what supplies we're using, things like that. Hey, Pam Farr and Julie from Colorado Springs. I'm guessing that it's chilly in Colorado Springs. I see another. Monica says snow day in Michigan. Sounds like lots of fun weather everywhere. All right, I'm going to do a little more pink. And then here comes the water. So far, I've drawn the heart. I've done the washi tape, and I've done just scribbled with my Crayola Super Tips. Now I'm going to get my water. And here is the trick. You want to start with your light colors first, and then you're going to kind of clean your brush before going to your dark colors. So my lightest color is the yellow. So I'm going to take my brush, and I'm just going to kind of dilute the yellow. You can't see it a whole lot just yet. And then I will start pulling in some of the other colors so that it mixes with it. Not going to go to that really dark blue yet. Just some of these pinks, kind of go over them, the pinks and red. Stay away from that blue for just a second. Up here, I'm going to dilute this, but as I get closer to the yellow, I don't want to overtake it. So I'm going to like just kind of touch right there. I'm not going to keep painting on top of that yellow, unless of course it looks like too much yellow and you want to add a little bit of something in there. Oh, Molly says cold and snowy in Wisconsin. My brother took his son to the Green Bay game over the weekend, and I think it was like for a reason, like I think it was 2 degrees, 1 degree, something like that, and the snow was coming down, and his son Valor is 9 years old. So the whole time I was like, I'm wondering how they're hanging in there. All right, let's see over here. I'll get some more of the pink. All right, so then I'm going to kind of move into the darker, but I'm going to be very careful, because if I'm not careful, the dark is going to overtake everything else. Okay, so I'm just kind of touching it, and it's a good little shadow over here, or like just a darker color, but I might throw a little over here just to balance it out, and that's going to be about it. Okay, I don't want there to be too much of that dark. Now I'm kind of looking at this. I wish I'd put a little more pink in there. Too late now though. Okay, I can't put more pink. And now I could go like this. I could like move it around, but I cannot take my marker and add more pink on top of the wet. Okay, so I'm just going to have to let it be and be happy with it, and maybe make another one. And on the next one, I can do more pink. Okay, so that's what I don't want you to try to go back in and add more of your marker to a wet thing. So ideally, you're going to let this dry. You're going to walk away and come back to it. That is the best case scenario. However, this morning, I know you're wanting to see the full finished product. So I'm going to try to speed up the drying process. But really, I would suggest usually just walking away, coming back. It's only going to take like 5 minutes. So I'm going to right now, to try to speed up the drying process, I'm going to kind of dab this just a bit. And then I'm going to hit it with the blow dryer. All I'm doing is dabbing some of the major puddles. Let's see. I see Rita from Clanton and Tempty from Enterprise. Hey, hey. Chelsea from Pennsylvania says it's a snowy cold day at the bus stop. Oh, so much snow, y'all. And here in Alabama, we get very excited about snow. Kim says, love this. I'm going to have to watch the replay since I'm teaching our homeschool. Yes. Well, this is a great thing to do with your homeschool co-op later on. All right. So I'm going to hit it with the blow dryer. Just hang tight. All right, so there we have that. And I'm going to now take the washi tape off. All right, I've got a little bit, let me dab that just a bit. I've got a little bit of that pencil line here and here that I'm going to erase. See how I just smeared that? That's why sometimes it is better just to let it all dry completely. That's okay. No harm. So Dixie says, do you think it would be better to use a blow dryer or let it sit? I say let it sit. I'm using the blow dryer for purposes of y'all not wanting to sit here for 5 minutes and watch it dry, literally watch paint dry. But usually what I'm doing when I make these is I'll make 3 of them. And by the time I'm done with the third one, the first one's dry. So if you're making a lot, it really doesn't take too long to dry. The hair dryer does work, but I think it's usually better just to let it sit. All right, so here we go. Now I'm going to grab some of my permanent markers and I'm just going to letter. What color do I want? I think I'll do purple or blue. I'm going to turn it to the back and see which one I like best. Here's the blue. There's the purple. I'll go purple. All right. And then from here, you can just letter whatever you want. I'm going to put Hey Cutie on here. Notice as I'm lettering, I'm doing it kind of 1 stroke at a time. Okay, so you saw when I did that H, I did 1 stroke and I picked my pen up and then I did the next one and I picked it up. Okay, with hand lettering, y'all know we teach hand lettering. With hand lettering, it is not all continuous cursive like you were taught in school. Okay, you're making 1 stroke at a time very often. I'm picking my pen up in an exaggerated way to kind of show you. You don't have to pick it up quite like that every time, but I'm trying to show you that each letter is just a stroke. And when you can start thinking of it that way, it makes it a lot easier to letter. All right, so I've got my kind of the base on there. I'm going to go back and thicken those down strokes. All of this is stuff that we teach a lot slower in our boot camp inside the club. But here I'm gonna pull this up so you see I thickened those down strokes. Now you could either leave it like this or you could fill it in. I'm gonna fill it in so it's really that kind of faux calligraphy look where I have some thins and some thicks. Now you could, when you're done, you could leave it just like this, or you could turn this little line into an arrow. Okay. Either way is okay. I'll show you, you know how to leave it like this, and I'll show you how to do a little arrow if you want to. So if you want to add just a little bit more, you could take this, do some kind of scribbly to kind of be in the mode of the scribble abstract design, little scribbly outlines. I don't want to do a line straight across any of these, the descenders or ascenders, anything that's coming out of that. I don't want to draw a line across. Like I'm not going to do whoop through that. I'm just going to jump over it. And then and there you've got it. Just a fun little Valentine. You can add your own spin to this. If you don't want to do the arrow, you don't have to. If you want to do polka dots in the back, you can. If you want to do different colors, you can. If you don't want to do the washi tape and you just want a watercolor heart and then come back on top after it's dry with a permanent marker and letter on top of it, that looks really good too. So here's just a fun little thing for you today. Did not take too long at all. Not sure on the time. I can't see our time on here, but it didn't take long. And we've got a fun little doodle painting, lettering, just a little way to add peace and play into your day. So that's it for today. Like I said, we are getting back on our schedule of coming at you a little bit more live, and let me tell you something I'm very excited about. It is not completely done yet. Kaylee, will you hand me that booklet? But it should be done in the next few days to where we're going to have our fun new release. Every year we do traceables that you can download. This year we have got lettering and devotions that you're going to be able to download, and you're going to be able to print out. They've got a place for a traceable, place to practice, and devotions in here. So this is coming very soon. We're really excited about that. If you're not on our text list, get on that text list. You'll find out about this. You'll find out about when we go live, all the things. Again, that text number is 1-334-249-1818. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. See ya.